Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Action Jackson. And I ain't gonna be doing all this and that, man. You guys already know we got our ass whooped by the Denver Broncos, man. Don't want the final score for you. It was actually 30-0. We just scored two late garbage time touchdowns. So essentially, the game was just 30-0, man. There's no excuses at all. There's no excuses to be made. There's not if there's a Cowboy YouTuber out there that's making an excuse for the game, they're fooling themselves, man. We just had one bad game, was one bad slip up, but we just started out too slow. We started out we started out with a nice kick return from Tony Pollard. We started off with the ball first, obviously. It was a nice kick return by Tony Pollard. Denver stopped us. We went 4 on 4 down. They stopped us again. Then they got the ball, and they just did their thing. So the only person who showed up today was Micah Parsons. He had 2 sacks. He was a contributor today. He was balling out, but other than that, it was just a crappy game from everybody. Dak was overthrowing people. Dak threw an interception. So his stats were like his final stats ended up being like a couple like 180 something yards and 2 touchdowns and a pick. Horrible game from him. This is probably the worst game I've seen from Dak in a very, 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 very long time. I think this is the worst game I've seen from Dak since the last time we played the Broncos like 4 or 5 years ago. So, man, Dak not playing in almost about 2 weeks really hurt him. 3 weeks. Yeah, so Dak being out for about 3 weeks really hurt him because he didn't really have much sync. It looked like the offense did not look like they were in sync today. Denver was able to shut down the run, and we weren't able to get the run off. Offensive line, man. I understand because I knew we were gonna have. I don't really know if we were gonna have troubles or not because I saw Denver's game last week against Washington. But I was like, that's Washington's line. But then again, I didn't anticipate for Tyron Smith to be out. Basically, our left tackle play was crappy because Terrence Hill was getting beat all day today. This was like the Adrian Claiborne, Chaz Green situation. Not that bad, but it was kind of bad like that because Terrence Hill was just consistently getting whooped on the left side, just consistently. Tyron Smith was out for the game. Michael Gallup wasn't there today. So offense was just anemic. Our offense looked like Denver's offense would have been looking like for the past couple weeks. But, I want to congratulate Denver. And then another thing Denver was doing today, man, Denver ran the ball. And I always knew, I just don't understand this team because we were able to stop the run against Minnesota. Minnesota is better. Dalvin Cook is better than Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon combined together. And we was able to shut down their run, but we're not able to shut down the Broncos' run. And the Broncos was running out there with 3 offensive linemen. It was like, come on, man. Freaking Javonte Williams had a day. Melvin Gordon had a day. They were just able to just run the ball. And I just feel like our run defense is still suspect. I thought it was tuned up and fixed, but it's just like, if we were dominated by 3 backup offensive linemen and 2 running backs that are solid, they're not the best, but they're solid, just imagine just playing a better running back, But I just think it was a horrible game. We were feeling ourselves. We was on a 6-game winning streak. We just won against a solid team last week with a backup quarterback. So we were just feeling ourselves too much, man. Denver got it going on all sides of the ball today. Defense, offense. That was a special teams call, but that was so weird. Like, we blocked the punt. Then since the punt went past the line of scrimmage and Corey Clement touched it, that means now that meant that if we would have covered it, we would have the ball in the red zone area. I felt like that was a pivotal play because if we get that ball at that time when we blocked the punt, it was 16-0. We go down there, we score a touchdown, go for 2. It's basically only a 1 possession game. And I feel like that was just a really weird call, but it's in the rule book, so it ain't like nothing they put out their ass with the refs or anything like that. So, man, it is what it is. We just had a horrible game again. It's fine. We're gonna pick it up. Hopefully, we have Tyron Smith coming back next week. If not, that's going to be kind of skeptical. I just saw that the Falcons, they beat the Aints, I believe, like 27-25. So, you know, so you just got to go out there. I believe we're going to be fine, man. This is a game that we needed to humble ourselves, because you need some sort of adversity when you're going into these NFL games. You don't want to be 16-1 and all these very high records if you don't face much adversity. We got our ass whooped today. That's fine. But we just got to go out next week, guns blazing against Atlanta. We're going to have Michael Gallup coming back into the offense. I don't believe he's automatically going to start in the slot. But anything's up for grabs right now in competition because we all didn't look good today. All our receivers were dropping passes. Amari Cooper dropped crucial passes. CeeDee Lamb dropped passes. Dak was overthrowing CeeDee Lamb. Cedric Wilson was dropping passes. It was just a horrible game from everybody, man. Michael Parsons was the only person who felt like, who only felt like he wanted to play football today. That's fine. And that's it, man. I mean, there's not much to go over, man. So next week we got Atlanta. I believe the game's in Atlanta, I want to say. So it should be a pretty good one. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Bye.